Ever since the decline of mod reviews around 2015, the Minecraft modding community has evolved, whether it be for better or for worse. Obviously, such channels still exist, promoting the mods that have either come out recently or have been popular for a long time. They often showcase mods that deserve more credit than they get, and I salute these channels for continuing the fight. However, this little series is different. I'll be showing off the strangest Minecraft mods I can find, along with ones that are extremely popular, but, they shouldn't really mix. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't download these, because, hey, I'm just random internet man. I'm not your mother. What I am saying, though, is that you should only download them if you feel like taking the nice simplicity of Minecraft and beating it to death with a late 1950s era desk fan. Quick disclaimer, though, all the mods on this particular list are in version 1.12.2. Now, without further ado, and in no particular order, I give the 10 Minecraft mods that can make or break your game. Starting with number 10, we have a mod that I hate myself for even discovering. The Dakimakura, known more in the English language as a body pillow. Yeah. It's great if you want to live out your fantasy of not just being an absolute degenerate in real life, but in block game as well. To get this accursed item, all it requires is 6 blocks of wool in door shape and a Dakimakura design, which can be obtained by killing mobs 1% of the time. However, this won't guarantee a specific design. The mod comes with 30 designs, including a basic white body pillow. Where the real fun begins is the fact that you can insert, custom designs. Now your favorite waifu can accompany you on your Minecraft journey. Now, to be completely honest here, the mod itself isn't actually all that bad. I mean, lots of time and effort went into making this. I mean, look at that model. The thing I hate about this mod is just the fact that someone had the idea of adding a creeper body pillow into Minecraft, and instead of seeing a therapist, decided to make a mod for it, among other animals and monsters. But no Ender Dragon GF design, so 0 out of 10 would never download again. In all seriousness, though, if you want to torture people on a modded Minecraft server, or you're just feeling like every other mod is repetitive, this would be the item for you. At number 9, we have the Trumpet Skeleton mod. It adds a skeleton holding a trumpet. That's about it. What makes this mod worth noting, however, is that the skeleton in question can use the trumpet. How? Like this. That's right, baby. This skeleton can doot. What's more is that upon killing one, you have an ever so small chance of picking up its trumpet for yourself, which you can also doot. Do keep in mind, however, that these trumpets do have durability, which is often exceptionally low upon picking it up. I once got a trumpet with only 3 uses remaining. Luckily, if you get more than one, you can combine them like any other tool. Don't worry though, normal skeletons are still plentiful enough that dashing to your house is like storming towards an enemy trench. At number 8, we have the Gauntlet mod. If you guessed that the I stood for infinity, you would be correct. This item is a surprisingly well-made, if not a little big, infinity gauntlet from the Marvel Universe, specifically the MCU if the color of the stones is anything to go by. Each of the 6 infinity stones has its own distinctive ability. Or at least they should. I should probably mention that the mod is still heavily work in progress at the time of recording. The Space Stone allows you to teleport to any position in the world provided you have the proper coordinates. The Time Stone lets you free certain entities in time where they cannot move, harm, or be harmed. The Reality Stone is supposed to turn sand into quicksand, but that's hard to get working. Neither the Soul Stone nor the Mind Stone really do anything at the moment. But what does the Power Stone do? Laser spam. Pressing M with all 6 stones allows the user to snap, killing half of all life in a certain radius and reducing them to a pile of ash. This mod is actually a lot of fun, but there are 3 glaring issues with it, however. 1, it is heavily work in progress and hasn't been updated since around September of 2019. 2, it cannot be made in survival to my knowledge, although you can correct me if I'm wrong. And 3, it's ridiculously overpowered, but that's probably to be expected from the Infinity Gauntlet. And if you ever download this mod, you probably want something overpowered anyway. At number 7, we have the Iron Chest mod. Personally, I don't really see anything wrong with it, but some people consider it to be cursed, so here it is. The Iron Chest mod is actually fairly well known, with over 50 million downloads on CurseForge alone. With this mod, you can update your chest being made out of pure iron and have the capacity to hold the same as a standard double chest. Doesn't just stop at iron though. At gold and diamond tiers, it gets even higher. There are also obsidian and crystal variants, with the latter one being transparent. Even better, there is the almighty dirt chest variant, which holds a grand total of 1 stack. Perfect for holding the rest of your dirt. In my opinion, if you're only going to download one mod off this entire list, though I don't know why you'd download any of them, the iron chest should be the one. At number 6, there's actually 2 extremely famous mods and 1 semi-famous mod. The Mutant Mobs mod, unofficially updated to 1.12. The Aether Legacy mod, which is a complete and faithful reproduction of the original Aether mod from so long ago, and the SCP Lockdown mod. All great mods in their own right, so why are they on this list? They're on here for one particular reason. They cannot coexist, specifically with the Aether mod. But let's just look at this from a logical point of view first. Aether Legacy is a faithful recreation of a mod made in July of 2011, back when Minecraft was still in the waning days of its beta. It was released months even before Remaster Simulator was, and it still uses the same source code from then. Impressive for sure, but being one of the oldest Minecraft mods means very little versatility. Moving from then to now, mods have improved, and so has the game itself. The SCP Lockdown mod is one of the largest in my collection, and its randomly generated structures rely heavily on redstone mechanics, something the Aether mod predates by almost 2 years. That could be an explanation for why reality lags, the closer you get to an Aether-based SCP location. I don't have an explanation for the mutant mobs, though. They literally Aether like standard animals when you can't find any in the overworld. I say it has something to do with screwy values, but if you want to get shot by 3 different mutant skeletons in roughly 1/10 of a frame per second, then be all you can be. Halfway through at number 5, there's the Meme in a Bottle mod. It's your favorite way of integrating 2010-era meme fossils with more modern ones that are arguably still relevant. I like to call it the copyright claim in a bottle. If you're using it in a video and you just happen to get hit with Rick Astley, God help you. Funnily enough, it adds its own version of the Trumpet Skeleton. In my experience, however, their trumpets are far rarer than in the other mod. One thing I must mention is that most characters added in are just retextured zombies with new sounds added. The Doge Wolf's pretty neat, though. At number 4, there's the Portal Gun mod. It adds in the portal gun from the video game Portal. There are different variations of the gun from Portal 2 as well. There is a little bit of drama around the development process as far as I know, but that doesn't really matter too much. The models are crispy. The portals actually show the other side, and the portal guns even pick up blocks and items, just like in the games. The only drawback is the cost of making one. The recipe involves iron, obsidian, and a miniature black hole. This black hole can be made by taking 8 pieces of ender pearl dust, made by smelting ender pearls, and using them to surround a nether star. And therein lies the unfortunate truth. Many people will never acquire the gun because it is so ridiculously hard to get the materials. It is pretty fun and creative, though. Have fun making infinite drops, I guess. Coming in at number 3, the Localized Weather mod, or Weather 2 to some. This mod also has the honor of being one of the oldest Minecraft mods, being made some point during or before 2012, simply known at the time as the Tornado mod. While I haven't found anything suggesting Weather 2 is the exact same mod as the original, it follows the same basic mechanics, and a lot of the stuff is pretty much the same. Despite its apparent age, unlike Aether Legacy, it's very versatile, allowing for a lot of configuration. Also over time, Weather 2 has evolved from just being about tornadoes to completely overhauling the weather system entirely. I mean, just look at them clouds! Hate the rain? Completely disable it in the config. Want your plants to sway in the breeze? Just a couple clicks away. Assuming you even want tornadoes, you can even change how powerful they are, from the strongest barely being able to peel leaves off of trees, to the weakest carving through mountains like a hot knife through butter. Deadly weather isn't just limited to tornadoes either. There are also hurricanes, sandstorms, and the ever-elusive Firenado. Elusive only because you can really get it with the commands. This mod is on the list mainly because of the sheer damage it can bring. Downloading it is like signing a warrant to beg and pray every time you see a raindrop or hear the breeze. At number 2, we have Super TNT. It's not just TNT so large that it'll atomize your computer along with your Minecraft world, but also certain effects that could better or worsen your already explosive experience. And the mod creator certainly has fun with their mod. Take, for instance, the Diamond TNT. When it detonates, everything in its fairly large radius turns into blocks of pure diamond. It's got a lot of complaints for being too overpowered. So to compensate for this, the creator added in the Atomic Diamond TNT, which shoots diamond blocks everywhere like your own personal fortress of solitude. There's also the Nostalgia TNT, which is based more for the bitter among us, known as 90s kids. including such dinosaurian sounds like dial-up and window XP, or just your standard
Watch those wrist rockets!
Many creepers will die to bring you these bombs, provided you want your world to look like a barren moon. Finally, at number 1, the ultimate mod. None but the worthy shall hear of its name. If you are unworthy, leave now. Ready? At number 1, the only, cheese mod. Jokes aside, it's actually got a decent amount of thought put into it. It has all sorts of cheeses from around the world, from Parmesan to Brie. You can also make pizza and
hamburger.
This mod doesn't particularly lean one way or the other on the insanity scale, but that's okay. It still isn't something you'd actively seek out unless you just really like cheese. That about wraps up this list. If you like this sort of video, make sure to leave a like and comment about some other mod from the great archives that ruins one's fun or sense of self. I'll make sure to drag myself through the mud in search of more in the meantime. As a result, that's all for this video, and I will see you in the next one.